Hello, everybody. As we recount the story of creation, Briat Olam, in our Parsha, we read in Perek Bet, Vayomer Hashem Elokim, Lo Tov Hayot Ha'adam Levado, E'esalo Ezer Kenegdo. It's not good that man should live and be by himself. I shall fashion for him an Ezer Kenegdo, a helpmate, a compatible helper, if you will. However, the term Ezer Kenegdo, when literally understood, poses a difficulty to this simplistic understanding. Person who is an Ezer is of assistance. They're on my side. They help me. They comfort me. They aid me. They offer me succor. Whereas a Kenegdo person is someone who fights me tooth and nail, who opposes me, who places obstacles in my way and makes my life difficult. So what is it? Is it an Ezer or a Kenegdo that God sought to create for the benefit of Adam HaRishon? Rashi cites the Medrash that was dealing with this difficulty. And succinctly put, in shortened form of the Medrash, Rashi tells us it all depends whether the spouse will be an Ezer or a Kenegdo, Zacha. If the man is worthy, then his spouse is on his side and comes to help him and to build him up and to make things better for him. But in Lo Zacha, then the spouse is Kenegdo, fighting him, creating difficulties and obstacles in his path. So it's all up to the human being. That's how the Medrash puts it, and it gives illustrations. The Nitziv, not in his classic commentary Ha'amek Davar itself, but rather in his notes below in the Harchev Davar, poses a difficulty to this understanding that Rashi takes from the Medrash. Are you coming to tell me that the woman is created by God in order to potentially make things difficult for the male? And secondly, the language itself doesn't suggest, either or. If you're worthy, she'll be an Ezer. But if she's not an Ezer, then we go to what's behind door number 2. The alternative, she's Kenegdo. She's O Ezer, O Kenegdo. But that's not what the Pasuk seems to say. The Pasuk says, E'eselo Ezer Kenegdo. So the Nitziv offers something that is diametrically opposite what we understood the Medrash to be teaching. The spouse was not created to simply be a carbon copy of her husband. She's not meant to robotically march in lockstep with her husband. All of us, as individual human beings, want to believe that the path in life that we choose and our course of actions on a day-to-day level even is the correct path. Very few of us knowingly want to do the wrong thing. We believe we're doing right, and even when the evidence seems to suggest otherwise, we certainly know how to conjure up rationalization to justify how we behave, how we think, what we do. And therefore, it takes a person who is outside of our being, close to us, but yet not quite us, who is far enough removed to perhaps see things a little bit more objectively, and to be able to call us out when we are wrong, and to cause us to reevaluate and to think. That is the Ezer Kenegdo. someone who is there at the end of it all to help us, to better us, to improve our lot in life, not by being a yes man or a yes woman to our positions, but on occasion when necessary, to be able to stand up conegdo and say, I think you're wrong. I think it might be better if we take a different approach. And therefore, the person who on the surface is always, quote, on my side, everything I do is good and great and wonderful and I'm always right, they're not helping me at the end of the day. The person who is the true helper is the one who knows when to stand conegdo, to offer a divergent opinion, a contra-suggestion when needed or necessary. And this is true not only in a spousal relationship, it's true in our relationships of all types, bein adam lechavero. A true friend knows how to disagree with the person whom they hold near and dear. It also suggests that each and every one of us has to recognize that honest and thoughtful dialogue, even if it's marked with disagreement, is ultimately for the betterment of all. After all, this is the Mesorah of Torah Sheba Al Peh. Milchamta shel Torah is the expression that is used. Chavrusas, fight with one another, to help each other, to help themselves jointly, to reach to the best of their ability the objective truth of understanding of whatever particular piece of Torah that they are studying. That's milchamta, the battle of Torah, recognizing that at the end we're on the same team, even if we have different points of view. If this is true for individuals, alachat kama v'kama, for the nations of the world, to work together in collaborative fashion, even when there are disagreements, in order to arrive at the objective truth. Shabbat Shalom.